right? We have a new mental health article titled 3 Things to Do When You Can't Fall Asleep Because You're Overthinking ... everything. It's by Jenna Rue. Let's begin. Cognitive shuffling is the new counting sheep. What better time to start fixating on your biggest worries than 11 p.m. when you're trying to fall asleep? As soon as your head hits the pillow, maybe you start dwelling on an unresolved argument with your partner, or keep replaying that awkward thing you said to your boss. Or perhaps you're anxious about the future, obsessing about tomorrow's schedule, or haunted by existential dread. No matter the specifics, ruminating on negative experiences can keep you wide awake. Rebecca Robinson's PhD, sleep researcher and assistant professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School, Rebecca says that's because focusing on things that are stressful might spike your cortisol, the stress hormone, or blood pressure. Dr. Robbins says, basically, when you have anxious thoughts, even if you're safe and snuggled up in your bed, your body can go into high alert mode, making it impossible to relax. But that doesn't mean you're destined for a night of tossing and turning. Dr. Robbins shares her top 3 strategies for quieting your mind when you start overthinking at bedtime. If you're worrying about stuff you have to do the next day, write it down. Maybe you can't stop thinking about finishing that project, responding to those emails, and preparing for a presentation by the end of tomorrow. Or suddenly you realize that you forgot to do the laundry and get groceries. So now you're trying to work out how you can possibly fit those extra chores into your hectic morning schedule. Sometimes our to-do list keeps us wide awake, Dr. Robbins says. When looming tasks are weighing on your mind, she suggests putting them on paper to get them out of your head. This might sound counterintuitive. Won't writing out our worries make me focus on them more? But one study published in 2017 suggests that jotting down the stuff you need to do can decrease anxiety and help you fall asleep faster. There isn't much research on why exactly this works, but Dr. Robbins has a couple of theories. For one, taking a few minutes to organize your scattered thoughts in a notebook might help you realize your schedule isn't as daunting as it seems. Plus, listing tomorrow's task may signal your mind to stop worrying now that there's a concrete plan in place, she adds. The study above found that the longer the list, the quicker the participants dozed off. So try to get specific. Number 2, count your blessings instead of sheep. Writing down, or even just mentally noting what you're thankful for, like your health, your loved ones, or even small things like achieving a personal record on your morning 3-mile run, or receiving a compliment about your hair from that random person at Starbucks, can also halt bedtime overthinking. Dr. Robbins says, in the moment, this exercise can interrupt your stressful thoughts with more calming ones, which can shift your focus and help you relax, she explains. And regularly, practicing gratitude has also been shown to decrease rumination and worry and increase sleep quality. If you want to take the writing route, jot down a few things you're grateful for in a journal every night before bed, or even just one positive highlight from your day, if that feels more manageable. Dr. Robbins suggests this might prevent you from getting into a negative headspace in the first place. And again, if mental or voice notes are more your style, that works too. Number 3. Try cognitive shuffling, or another mindfulness exercise. Speaking of counting sheep, there actually is truth to this age-old remedy, Dr. Robbins says, since you are distracting your brain for whatever's making you anxious or overwhelmed. There's certainly no harm in tallying up those fluffy creatures and seeing if it works for you, but because opinions on this method are pretty mixed, we've got some alternative exercise to test out. Dr. Robbins suggests counting down from 100 to 0, for example. Another option is doing a body scan where you pay attention to the sensations like tightness, tingling, maybe coldness in each area of your body, starting at the bottom of your feet, then your toes, then the tops of your feet, your heels, your ankles. You get the point. Personally, what works for me is a cognitive shuffle. I think of a random unrelated word like cat, golf ball, jungle, until I doze off without even realizing it, Dr. Robbins says. The key with these mindfulness techniques is that they are simple, repetitive enough to shift your attention away from anything stressful without overstimulating your brain. The goal is to get out of the past or future thoughts and back into the present moment to achieve a state of calmness, Dr. Robbins says. That way, you're drifting into dreamland as you should, relaxed and at peace, not burdened by whatever happened earlier that day or what's waiting for you tomorrow. And that right there is the end of the article. If you would like to hear more, go to my YouTube page, Smitty'Wit Martial Artist, and go to the playlist, type the mental health. This is in that category. You'll see things like this. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Catch you on the next one.